Good morning, and this is lecture 10 RFIC design. We'll be continuing the cascaded nonlinear stages IAP3 what we have done yesterday. So we have taken two nonlinear stages in cascade, and then with the same shortcut methods, the same formula, we arrived at AIP3 or IAP3 formula for the two stages which are in cascade. And while writing this expression, we have written the terms over here as 1 by aip3 1 square plus 3 by 2 alpha 2 b2 by beta 2 by beta 1 plus alpha 1 square by aip3 2 square. And I told that we'll be neglecting the second term for a reason that we'll be seeing shortly in the spectrum when we look at the spectrum of this, right? So in today's class, we will see the spectra, the intermodulation spectra, or in fact, the spectra of the fundamental component and intermodulation component when you have two stages in cascade, right? So we will start with that. Spectra of cascaded nonlinear stages. So we'll consider the same system, two stages which are in cascade. So this is x of t, this is y of t. Maybe I'll mark this as y2 of t and this as y1 of t, and all these are nonlinear systems, and I'll mark this as IIP3 1 and this as IIP3 2, right? So again we will look at the spectrum of stages considering input as two tones appearing at omega 1 and omega 2 with amplitude A. Actually, we should consider amplitude as A by 2, as you know that if I'm writing a the spectrum of a cosine wave is the amplitude will be A by 1 by 2, right? So for a cosine wave, so I'm considering A as I'm considering the amplitude of cosine wave as A, so it should be actually A by 2, but for simplicity we are just writing it as A. Or we can actually add that half and we can write or draw whatever we are doing now. So this is the input signal at x of t. Now can we just try? So we will look at we will only look at the first order and intermodulation terms from at the output of first stage, and the terms which are responsible to make first order and third order intermodulation terms at the output of second stage. Yeah, only those things we will see. So if this is the input, if this is the input at omega 1 omega 2 with amplitude A, uh, can you tell me what are the what are the products at the output, which what terms I need to consider at the output of first stage? Can I get response in chat box? Yeah, good morning, Anirudh. I didn't see your message. Yeah, so what are the components I need to consider at the output of, I need to consider first order and third order, or first order and third order intermodulation terms, right? So if I draw the spectrum at the output of first stage, that is y1 of t, uh, so the input tones which I am applying will be definitely amplified by the first stage, and those terms will be available at the output of the first stage. Now those terms will be again amplified by the second stage as well. So uh, in order to characterize, in order to denote the stage wise representation with the coefficients, I will be using alpha for the first stage and beta for the second stage, right? My the very first observation is when I'm giving a tone, when I'm giving two tones at frequencies omega 1, omega 2 with amplitude A, at y1 of t, I will get y1 of t, I will get the same two tones, probably with a larger amplitude, that is okay. Same two tones at omega 1, omega 2, but the amplitude of this will be alpha 1 into A, because alpha 1 is considered as the gain or the fundamental gain of the first stage. So this will be alpha 1 into A. Now, along with that, I need to consider the intermodulation terms which are coming at the output of first stage. So the intermodulation terms coming here will be located at the frequencies. We know that at some and different frequencies it will be there, but we are not going to consider the some frequencies because that comes far away from the desired component. So we'll be considering the components very near to omega 1, that is one on this side and one on the other side at frequencies 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 and 2 omega 2 minus omega 1. And if you look at the amplitude of this, you can refer back to the table what we have written in our first class. It will be 3 by 4 alpha 3 into A cube. Right. So with an input of two tones, the output of first stage will have fundamental term as well as the intermodulation term. Right. Now, when these components, when this again pass through the second stage, which is giving you or which is adding you a gain of beta to the fundamental, and other coefficients will come to the other terms in the sense third order terms. So one thing I can do, I can draw here directly is this component, this alpha 1a, which is available at omega 1 and omega 2. This will be directly available at the output with the gain of beta from the second stage. So that can be represented as this. This will give me. So I'm just keeping the same amplitude, but we know that amplitude will vary depending on the gain. This is omega 1, omega 2. Instead of alpha 1a, now this need to be multiplied with one more thing, that is beta 1. Right, alpha 1a is the fundamental. Alpha 1 is the input. Now to the second stage, the input is alpha 1a. So that multiplied by the fundamental gain of the second stage is beta 1. So you will get products at alpha 1a into beta 1 at the output. Right. Now, so that is the direct term, or that when you're I hope you are with me. So at omega 1 and omega 2, you have alpha 1a that is directly multiplied with beta and beta 1, and I'm getting the fundamental term. One more thing is this input, the input here, whatever input is coming here. So how we wrote the output for this stage as the fundamental and third order terms or the intermodulation term. Similarly, whatever input is available here at the input of the second stage, that will produce a fundamental term and a third order term, intermodulation term, right? So now I will directly write the intermodulation term available at the output of second stage from the alpha 1a component at the input, right? So what will be the intermodulation term here? If I draw the intermodulation term corresponding to this, I will get two terms, one on this side and one on the other side, falling at the frequency 2 omega 1 it is falling at frequency 2 omega, sorry, Sorry, the device is not responding and I lost whatever I have written. Right. Yeah, I'll quickly draw what we already discussed. So this is the two stages which are in cascade, and this is the input x of t, this is y1 of t, and this is y2 of t. All these are nonlinear stages, and this stage IIP3 is IIP3 1 and this is IIP3 2. Now I am considering input here as at omega 1 omega 2 with amplitude of a. So at y1 of t, I will actually get signals with amplitude at frequencies omega 1 omega 2 with amplitude alpha 1 into a, because I am using alpha for this and beta for this, so the alpha 1 into a here, and along with that I will get the intermodulation terms very close to alpha omega 1 and omega 2, which are the difference intermodulation components. We call this as 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 and 2 omega 2 minus omega 1, and the amplitude of that is equal to 3 by 4 alpha 3 a cube. Right, this we just saw. Now so what we did first is we are writing the fundamental and intermodulation terms at the output of first stage. Similarly, we are writing the fundamental and intermodulation terms at the output of the second stage. So if I do that, I can write the fundamental term at the output as components at omega 1 omega 2 with amplitude alpha 1 a into beta 1, which is the fundamental term. And similarly I have two components coming very near to omega 1 omega 2, which is at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 and 2 omega 2 minus omega 1, and those components are can be written as. So can you tell me what will be the amplitude of this component? What will be the amplitude of this component, which is the intermodulation component for the second stage for the input which is directly getting it? Can I get some answers? Yes, thank you Nagesh. 3 by 4 beta 3 alpha 1 a cube, alpha 1 a cube. Yes, yeah, all right, yeah. So this will be equal to 3 by 4 beta 3, yeah, 3 by 4 beta 3 into what is the amplitude coming at the input stage, that the whole cube. So amplitude coming at the input is alpha 1 into a, so it is alpha 1 a into whole cube, right? This is the intermodulation component available at the second stage. Now so these terms are directly from this. So when you have input alpha 1, you have directly one fundamental, and from this you are getting this intermodulation term. Now apart from these two, there is an intermodulation term available at the input of second stage, that is at 3 by 4 alpha 3 a cube, right? Now if you look at this term, which I am just marking here as green, this also will be shifted directly to the frequency 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 and 2 omega 2 minus omega 1 with a small change. What will be that small change? So how this component? Yeah, it will be, yes Siddharth, go ahead.
It'll be multiplied by beta 1, sir.
Yeah, it will be multiplied by beta 1. So this component, which is the intermodulation component of the first stage, will be directly available at the output of second stage with the gain factor multiplied. So I can draw one more component here. I'll just use this red color. So that is again at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 2 omega 2 minus omega 1, and if you look at the amplitude of that, it will be 3 by 4 alpha 3 a cube into beta 1, right? So these are the direct terms, or when we write the output of the second stage with the fundamental component which is available at the input of the second stage, these are the components what I can write. Now, apart from this, can you think of any other components which will give you some intermodulation terms? Fundamental anyway we have written, we will not get any more fundamental terms, but do you think yes, Nagesh, I didn't get it. 3 omega 1 minus 3 omega 2 and 3 omega 2 minus 3 omega 1. What is that?
The other two, the sum and difference, I mean the differences of the two frequencies.
Uh, the difference of two frequencies appearing at,
That is 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 minus 2 omega 2 minus omega 1.
yeah, so it is appearing at a different frequency, right? 3 omega 1 minus 3 omega 2, such frequency, right? It is not close to the fundamental.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my question is, are there any other components at the input of second stage can produce intermodulation components or can contribute to the frequencies at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 or 2 omega 2 minus omega 1?
Can the second order modulation terms maybe cause something here, sir?
Second order modulation of the first stage, right?
First stage.
Yeah, that means the frequency is appearing at omega 2 minus omega 1.
Yes, sir. They can
Okay.
combine with the first ones, maybe.
Yeah, that is one possibility. And any other possibilities? Okay, so I'll explain that. So what Siddharth was telling is, if you have a frequency here, so not if you have, we definitely have frequency terms. Say for example, let me go to the next page. So what I'm drawing with this color, with this pink color is first stage output and red color is second stage output. Now, say this is omega 1 and omega 2, the two frequencies. So with the amplitude of this as alpha 1 into A. Now, what I'm looking here is, I am trying to accumulate all the first order terms and third order terms that can present at the output of second stage, or that can present at the final output. Now I have written the components this and this directly from the input available at the second stage. Now I'm looking at the possibility of getting some more intermodulation terms at the output of second stage from the components available at the output of first stage. So for that, what I'm considering is, I'm looking at a component which is coming at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 or 2 omega 2 minus omega 1, right? So now at the input of second stage, I have the components directly at omega 1 omega 2 with amplitude alpha 1a, and also I have components available here at, say, at omega 2 minus omega 1. At omega 2 minus omega 1 is nothing but the second the second intermodulation terms, or directly the difference frequencies available as a result of mixing. And we know that this will be having some amplitude equal to the since it is second order, it is alpha 2 and it is a square. You can refer back to the table what we have written in the first, right? Now look at this. Now if you have a component omega 2 minus omega 1 with an amplitude of alpha 2 a square, with an amplitude of alpha 2 a square, when that combined with your fundamental term which is available at omega 1 with an amplitude of alpha 1a, definitely it is possible that this may give components at 2 omega 1, right? If you look at these frequencies, the possibilities, it can be you can get components at 2 omega 2 minus 2 omega 1 minus omega 2, right? Okay, we'll directly write that. Yeah, so this is one possibility. Let me write the answers there. Apart from this, one more possibility is, when you have this fundamental term here at omega 1 and omega 2 with alpha 1a as the amplitude, when this combines with the harmonic terms, right, when this combines with the harmonics, in the sense the second harmonics, say for example the components at 2 omega 1 and 2 omega 2, what is amplitude of 2 omega 1 2 omega 2 components? It will be alpha 2a square, right? Alpha 2a square by 2, I guess. Yeah, this is another possibility, right? So what I'm considering here is at y1 of t, that is at the output of first stage, due to the second order nonlinear the second since I'm considering up to third order nonlinearity, there will be some second order terms available at the output of first stage, and those terms are at omega 1 minus omega 2 or omega 2 minus omega 1, then 2 omega 1 and 2 omega 2. These are the components appearing at the output as a result of second order nonlinearity. Now, when the second order nonlinear terms, when they undergo a similar experience, in the sense, again this is going to another system that also shows some second order nonlinearity, when it goes to the same, these components will get mixed with the components available at omega 1 omega 2, and they will be translated to the intermodulation terms available here, to 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 and 2 omega 2 minus omega 1, right? So now we are trying to get the amplitudes of such intermodulation terms. Is this clear? If you have doubts, we will discuss and then we will proceed. Any doubts? Clear, okay. Rakshak, I didn't see your question. Oh, there are so many questions.
No, sir. Before I had asked the same doubt.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just reading through the question. Intermodulation terms of first stage. Nikhil, I didn't get intermodulation terms of first stage. You are
I
answering.
meant to say the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I asked a question and I did not look at the answers. Third order term at second stage from third order at the first stage. Varsha, I hope we considered that.
Oh, yes, sir, I understood.
Yeah, that would be sixth order. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. Oh, even the second order intermodulation after the first stage will have a third order intermodulation. Yeah. Okay, all right, clear. Yeah, now, okay, so can you just tell me the amplitude of the components at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 as a result of mixing of the fundamental and the omega 2 minus omega 1 term and the fundamental and the harmonic, the second harmonic terms? What will be the amplitude of such components? Oh, it may be difficult to write it over there, so I'll write directly here. First, let me write the components. So I have alpha 1a, cos omega 1t, which is multiplied by that is a fundamental term that will get multiplied by the intermodulation term with an amplitude alpha. So intermodulation amplitude should be alpha 2, right? Yeah. So alpha 2 a square with the frequency cos omega 1 minus omega 2 into t, right? So this is appearing at the output of second stage as as a result of second order nonlinearity. So this has to be multiplied by 2 beta. I hope this is clear. Similarly, you have the fundamental term alpha 1a cos omega 1t multiplying with alpha 2 a square by 2 cos 2 omega 2t. This will also appear at the output of second stage as a result of second order nonlinearity, resulting in this. Right. Now, if you look at these two terms, it will definitely give a product. I hope that cosine multiplication will be easy for you guys. So I can directly draw the components at the output as one at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 and another one at 2 omega 2 minus omega 1. And what will be the amplitude of that? The amplitude of each component will be, so this will give an amplitude of this will give alpha 1 alpha 2 a cube multiplied with beta 2, right? And here this also will give components, sorry, with a smaller amplitude. So here the amplitude will be alpha 1 a into alpha 2 a square by 2 into beta 2, or this can be written as half of alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 into a cube, right? Almost the terms are same. Alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 into a cube is the term. Or when you do this multiplication, and if you directly look at the term available there, so it will be can someone try and let me know the component available? So I need to write something as cos 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 into t plus cos 2 omega 2 minus omega 1 into t. So what will be the amplitude of this? 1 and 1 by 2. It should be 3 by 2, right? There are two components summing up there. So 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 into a cube. Whether this is clear? So I have two components, so two amplitudes at the same frequency. I just added the amplitudes. 1 plus 1 by 2 into alpha 1 alpha 2 a cube into beta 2. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, if it is not clear, sure, definitely we'll discuss at the end. So now, if I write the components together, just for clarity, at the output of second stage, if I write what is y2 of t, y2 of t can be written as the fundamental term will be there, which is alpha 1 beta 1 a cos omega 1 t plus alpha 1 beta 1 a cos omega 2 t, which is the fun. Probably this can be written together. Right. At cos omega 1t and cos omega 2t, you will have an amplitude of at the first stage alpha 1 a multiplied by beta 1, right, plus the second term is the intermodulation term cos omega 1 minus 2 omega 2 into t plus cos 2 omega 2 minus omega 1 into t. Now the amplitude of this will be yeah, so now if I want to write the amplitude of this, I have to consider which all things I need to consider. I have this amplitude here, which is 3 by 4 beta 3 into alpha 1 a cube, that is 1. Then the second one is 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 into a cube. And we have one more term which has directly coming at the output of this, right? Which is that term, yeah, this also 3 by 4 alpha 3 beta 1 into a cube. Are you guys getting what I'm doing here? Can I get few response? I'm not very sure whether you guys are clear or not. Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So yesterday we have done the this one, right? Cascaded nonlinear IAP3, and we arrived at an expression. So today we are again looking at the same thing but through spectra. So yesterday we have written this equation directly. This I have written by considering all. I told that I am considering all the terms directly. I have written. Now we are looking at the spectra and we are checking all the possibilities of third order and first order terms at the output of the second stage. So with that, I arrived at three components especially appearing at 2 omega 1 minus omega 2. One is this. One is this. Second one is this. And the third one is actually produced by combining these two. So one is this and another one is this. So together I am writing it as 3 by 2. I hope this is clear. Now if I write the amplitudes there, I can write all together as what is the first term? The first term is 3 by 4 alpha 1 beta 3 into a cube. 3 by 4 alpha 1 beta 3 into a cube, which is the first term. Now second term is 3 by 4 alpha 3 beta 1 into a cube. 3 by 4 alpha 3 beta 1 into a cube. And now the third term is the sum of these two. It is 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 into a cube. It is plus 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 into a cube. These are the amplitudes I need to add. Right, these are the amplitudes I need to add. Now, so if I write IAP3 from this now, how will I write IAP3 or AIP3? What we have done the written the other day. It will be same as what we have. The yes. Who is asking it out? Yes, ratio. Yeah, definitely. Yes, I'll write that again. If I want to write AIP3 for the combine for the this cascaded stage total, I can write it as under root of 4 by 3. The general formula is under root of 4 by 3 alpha 1 by alpha 3. But what is alpha 1 and alpha 3? Alpha 1 should be the coefficient of the first order or the fundamental term, and alpha 3 should be the coefficient of the your third order intermodulation term. Right. So if I do that here, we have done this yesterday, but I'll write directly from here. So under root of, it is 4 by 3 into, in the numerator, what I should write? Numerator term should be alpha 1 beta 1 divided by, denominator term should be alpha 3 beta 1 . Am I making any mistake here?
Sir, second term should be alpha 1 cube, sir. 3 by 4 alpha 1 cube beta 3 a cube.
Oh, you're referring to this term, alpha 1 cube, this one.
Yes, sir.
And then this should be beta 1 cube. Let me just check it. Alpha 1 cube a cube. Yeah, correct. Thank you, Nagesh. Yeah. So if I write, can you guys try? we have to arrive at the same value. So if I do this, will I arrive at the same value? Okay, anyway, now what I'll do is for simplicity, I'll write it as alpha 1 beta 1 into a, and here also I'll just take out the a cube outside. Otherwise we'll confuse with that. Yeah, I think now this is the same as that value, right? So we should write this as some of you are trying. So 3 by 2 alpha 1. Can I get some response? Are you guys trying? And will you arrive at the same equation what we have written?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, Nishant.
Yeah, sir, I mean, when we go for that amplitude, it was supposed to be 3 by 4 alpha cube, alpha 3 a cube. So 3 by 4 shall we take out in the expression only? So that down only this will remain alpha 3 beta 1 plus 2 alpha 1
Oh,
alpha
yes,
2
yes,
beta 2.
yes. All
Yeah,
right,
then
correct,
we are
correct.
getting
Yeah.
the correct.
Yeah. That it should be in that way.
Yeah.
That means from this term 1 2 will be for this term there will be 1 2 in the numerator, right?
Yes, sir. And then 3 by 4 common, so alpha cube will be all the three terms.
Yes. Very good. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah. So now that will give you the same answer. So now the terms will be alpha 1. I don't know. Very sorry, I don't know what happened to this device today. So the denominator terms will be 1 from this will be directly alpha 3 beta 1. Now from this will be alpha 1 cube into beta 3, and from this will be 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 into beta 2. I'm very sorry, I'm not able to write now. This pen is not working. Okay, now we are coming back to we will get the same expression here. Now if you remember, I told yesterday that this term, whatever term I have written here as 3 by 2 alpha 2 beta 2 by beta 1 can be neglected. Now can you tell me the reason why or how this term can be neglected? By just looking at the source, how those terms has come. By looking at the source, can you tell me how those terms can be neglected, or under which condition those terms can be neglected? So if I continue this analysis, I will arrive at the same expression. If I continue this analysis, I'll arrive at the same expression. Now the question is, yesterday when we discussed, I mentioned that we will be neglecting, or we can neglect that term, which is I'm very sorry for this inconvenience today. I do not know, even this is not working. Yeah, so can I get some response? How those terms? Yesterday, I told that those terms can be neglected. Any idea how those terms can be neglected? I'm asking with respect to this here, this 3 by 2 alpha 2 beta 2 by beta. Yeah, so thank you, Nikhil. Amplitude of intermodulation components is less. No, if you look at the intermodulation component at the output, if you look at the component at the output, what we have written here, the intermodulation component is in fact the sum of these three terms, right? Sum of the terms here at 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2, this term, at 3 by 4 alpha 1 cube beta 3 and 3 by 4 alpha 3 beta 1. So your actual intermodulation term, yes, Saurabh, I'll come back. So actual intermodulation term is the sum of these three, and I am telling one term in that can be neglected. So beta 1 is beta 1 value is high. Okay, beta 1 value high. I don't think, Saurabh, that is the case. The high in the sense, no, now in this case, when you have two stages in cascade, we cannot say that the second stage will have a huge gain. We do not know. We really do not know about that at this point. Yeah, thank you for the answer. Thank you for the reply. Now, any other answers? Something to do with alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2. The product has to be low.
Alpha 1 will anyways get cancelled later on.
How alpha 1 will get cancelled?
Because there's alpha 1, beta 1 in the numerator. So when the part to actually like neglected comes, there's no more alpha 1. There's only alpha 2, beta 2, and beta 1 in that term.
No, actually, I'm talking about this term here, 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2, and that term is there. When we wrote this, no, these three terms are there, and these three terms are significant also. Okay, let us look back let us see the source of this. So if you look at this term, that term has arrived, or this alpha 1 alpha 2 beta 2 coefficient is arrived from the second order intermodulation terms at the output of the first stage. The product has to be low. Yes, so here we know that these terms, or these amplitudes, these terms has appeared since this term omega 2 minus omega 1 got mixed with this omega 1 omega 2, and this 2 omega 1 and 2 omega 2 got mixed with this omega 1 omega 2, right? Due to those mixing, these products has arrived. Now if the systems, the individual systems which is producing y1 of t and y2 of t, or each stage, if I assume that all these stages are narrow band stages, for narrow band stage, or if the system itself is a narrow band system, then the system cannot get products at omega 1 omega 2. The difference term, or this harmonics term, will not be present because of the narrow band. Since the bandwidth is low, these terms may not be present. In such cases, I can say that if these terms are not present, then this intermodulation term will not be available at the output. So in such situation, if the system is narrow band system, you can very well neglect the term which we have added to this at 3 by 2 alpha 1 alpha 2 in the beta 2. And in such case, we can directly write the AIP3 term as, yeah, in such case we can actually neglect this and we can directly write the AAP3 expression of this form, or we can extend to this form. But that is applicable only when we consider the system as a narrowband system. Because in general, most of the RF systems we incorporate narrowband circuits inside. So if there is a narrowband circuit, we have looked at the frequencies coming, right? The difference frequency and the some frequency, or the especially the harmonic components, will be definitely out of the band. There is no doubt in that. That is what we even discussed while discussing harmonics. We have to dismiss harmonics. We can dismiss harmonics only after studying that, but in most cases harmonics will not be present, because we assume that the system is always a narrowband system, right? So that is the one simple reason why this is neglecting, and we are arriving at this expression, and we are generalizing the AIP3 expression to this form, right? I hope that is clear. So I'll now I can take questions if you have, but before that let me just